Gemini, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to this all planets direct tarot reading. This is where we're going to look at how the energies are going to be affecting us, how we can use this forward momentum of all the planets direct from January 27th until April 1st. This is a really big time, Gemini, because this is the only time of 2024 that all planets are direct. So there's this 2.5 month period where this is a great time to initiate new endeavors, whether it's in your career, whether it's in your health, maybe you're wanting to move, maybe you're wanting to embark on a new health routine. This is the best time to do it for the entire year, okay? April 1st, we will have Mercury moving retrograde in the sign of Aries, and then on the 8th of April, we will have that total solar eclipse also in Aries. So lots of big energy coming up in April. So we want to take advantage of this forward momentum and all of this great energy now, okay? Gemini, before I get into it, I want to thank each and every one of you for your likes, subscribes, and comments. Thanks for giving my videos a thumbs up. Lets me know these readings are resonating with you. Gemini, I always laugh when I say I do. I do have personal tarot reading service for you. If you are interested in any of those, take a look at the link below. And thank you to everyone who has already ordered a tarot reading. Everyone seems like they are really finding them very helpful. So let me know if you need anything in the link below. All right, Gemini, we're going to get right into it. I have included also the other Mercury and all the other planet retrogrades that will happen this year in the description below. So take a look at those to help you plan your upcoming year, okay? Let's get right into it. You start off in February with the Page of Swords in reverse, as well as the Two of Pentacles. March finds you with the Judgment card in reverse, Major Arcana, as well as the Three of Wands, also in reverse. Once we get into April, Ace of Swords in reverse. And lastly, the Strength card. Interesting that you have one Arcana card in terms of it being upright. Everything else is in reverse, Gemini. So this is going to be a really big time for you once you get into April. Do take a look at where it is that all of these energies, it seems like you all have been having almost like some false starts, if you will, with all of these reversals. This is going to be a really good time for you to turn all of these around, okay? Let's go ahead and pull a card on where should Geminis spend most of their energy and effort during this direct time, Spirit. If you can give me a card for that. And you have Knight of Wands. Now, I do want to show you that at the bottom of the deck of the other, I do have another Knight of Wands, and I saw that right when I put it down. So it's interesting that you have Knight of Wands here and Knight of Wands just came out. So really pay attention to where it is that you are fired up, ready to go, Gemini, but possibly you don't have all of the resources or you don't know the right people to talk to. There is somewhere in your life that you are rearing to go, Gemini, and Spirit wants to remind you to take your time, figure out what it is that you want to move into before you're just running into the fire, okay? So really keep that in mind throughout these 3 months. Definitely figure out where it is that you've come through, maybe in the latter part of 2023, because there could be some indicators of where you need to maybe pull back and maybe redirect your energy, okay? Let's go ahead and pull an oracle card. Spirit, let us know what other energy you would like Geminis to know. And you have the Truth card. Now it's very interesting because all of the oracle cards I have been telling the other signs that I usually read in the upright, but all of them seem to be coming out in the reverse, which is showing me that many of us have been fighting against the energy. And so Spirit wants to remind you that this is a time to let go, surrender. And this Truth card is definitely pointing towards that Libra energy, that justice energy, right? The truth is something has been hidden in the past. And for many of you all during this period of time of all planets direct, be prepared for the truth to come out. Be prepared for people who could have been hiding some type of secrets, or this could be information that maybe was hidden in the past. Doesn't always have to be malicious. It could have been during Mercury retrograde season at the end of 2023. And there definitely is this feeling of you are going to come through this period with a much better understanding than when you went into it. So really keep that in mind, okay? All right, Gemini, so let's look at your cards month by month. So I can already see here, like I was mentioning, that you have all of these reversal cards except the Strength card. There is this feeling that there's been some decisions that needed to be made. Definitely some of you are coming to this point in your life where you're trying to figure out what are your next steps. You've been waiting on a sign, okay? I do feel like a sign is going to come probably by the time you get to April. I do think, Gemini, with you all coming into your solar return time, I do think that that's when you're going to really get some clarity. So be prepared for that. I do think also once Jupiter moves into your sign later on in the spring, be prepared for some major advancements and major clarity coming in, okay? All right, so February, Page of Swords, Two of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, you have had to make a major money decision in February. I do think some of you are seeking clarity around where to spend your money. Possibly this has been a decision between two different jobs, two different career paths. Some of you, I do feel like, have had some type of tug of war with yourself, whether you want more money or more freedom. Some of you have been getting some mixed messages, if you will, and you're not quite sure which way to turn. I do think in February, you're figuring all of this out and you're like, you know what, Spirit, just help me, just guide me through the next steps to take. And I do think that this time is the perfect time to be making those type of decisions, whether it is you want to change jobs, whether it is you're trying to move. This is a really good time to do it. And with that Knight of Wands in reverse, many of you all have been trying to make something happen, but you haven't had all of the resources or information. And I do think when you get into March, many of you all are going to come to this culmination point where you're like, okay, I got to make a decision. I'm going to be really clear in my, ideas, and I'm going to sit down with myself and say, okay, what are my goals for the future? I do think that many of you all are facing this Judgment card where it's like, okay, you've already done that. You've already been through that cycle. It's time to start something different in a new way, okay? Remember, we had all that Aquarius energy in February. So this energy is requiring you to really figure out where is it that you can get really truthful with yourself and say, you know what, that didn't work. Now let's try something else. And I do think by the time you get into March, this Ace of Swords in reverse and Strength card is saying that truth is going to be what catapults you into this next season, okay? After those eclipses run through, after Gemini season comes, I do think that many of you all, once Jupiter moves into your sign during late spring, be prepared for that clarity to come in, okay? So I do think the truth is what is really keeping you all on this steady path, and you're going to have to get really honest and clear with yourself and say, okay, what is my truth? Where is it that I have already done one path and I'm now ready to begin anew? Once you get clear on that, Gemini, I do think that the doors are going to start opening up for you. So I look forward to hearing how that goes later on in the spring. All right, Gemini, I hope this was helpful for you. Do take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs also in this video series. I have also linked those other February career and general reads, as well as the pick a card. All right, Gemini, I'll talk to you later.